Hello, everybody.
Luckily, we caught the mute before we said anything important.
We're Saves vs. Death, a tabletop actual play and podcast that airs every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern here on twitch.tv/Saves vs. Death. Tonight, we're playing our Cyberpunk RED campaign, Shades of Scarlet. I am Blank, the game master, referee, and the one drinking their tears. With me today is Jess.
Hey guys.
As Moxie 11, who fears no man. Games.
Oh, hi.
As Wraith, who laughs in the face of destiny.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a question mark. That was just me. Hades.
Hello.
As Deeps, who dreams of a better tomorrow. And Ada.
Hiya.
As Checkers, who grapples with the meaning of being human. Giffy, unfortunately, will not be with us today, but I'll do his intro. Oh no, it's just exactly that. Okay, goodbye. I'm passing it on to somebody else.
Apparently, we're really loud.
Yeah.
We're really loud?
No, just me and Hades.
Oh. Okay. I did.
Well, Blank fixes that. I just got some Artel news that I'm just going to let people know about. The Shadow Scar Jumpstart, whatever they're calling it, kit releases August 23rd, both digitally and physically. So for those of you who have been waiting for some Ninja realm hopping madness, that's coming out soon. Also, in their blog that they released today, a few hours ago, they mentioned more about Tales of the Red Forlorn Hope, which will be releasing in the fall. They are working on Night City 2045, which will be a Night City setting book for this wonderful city and game that we play in. It will cover districts, points of interest, gangs, and corporations, a full street map of Night City, and they have over 15 writers contributing. So it's going to be big, it's going to be wonderful, and I'm very excited.
A full street map?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Ooh.
I know. Isn't it?
I've been using a fan-made one.
You'll have a full one.
A real one.
Also, they will also be making a Cyberpunk 2077 book is officially in production as well, which will flesh out more of the details that were released in the Jumpstart kit. Interface Red Volume 4 is into development, and it will come with new martial arts for Cyberpunk RED.
Oh, that's its bonus?
They're also releasing a trauma deck, which is... Sorry?
I said that's its bonus chapter.
Yeah, its bonus content will be new martial arts.
Sick. And thanks for the sub.
Which I know a lot of people have been waiting for or looking for. So that's pretty cool. Partnering with TTRPG, they are releasing digitally and print-on-demand versions of a trauma deck, which will be a new way to give a variety of critical injuries to your next firefight. So I assume it expands more on the critical injury table, which is both terrifying and exciting.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
get
sure.
to draw trauma cards.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
Isn't it
Yeah.
fantastic?
The
That is
moment I heard
fantastic.
about it, I was like, oh no.
I know. I was like, yay! Oh, it was like very both sides of the spectrum real fast.
Yeah, it's really a GM's treat.
And finally, the long rumored, now officially spoken about, Rusted Chrome will be releasing, covering the loop between Edgerunners and Nomads in the time of the Red. That's all we got on that, but that is in the pipeline. So lots of cool stuff coming up from Artel.
Coolio.
That's it. That's all I got.
Sweet. Games, I think.
I don't have any news.
No,
I just already did all my
it's
news.
just
Well-
me already.
I guess
Hey,
that's
people,
true.
guess what? This is a dark future, which means that, well, we do stupid, silly things sometimes. We do dark things too. We have our own tools to make sure we're all comfortable, but we can't do it for everybody. So, if anything's bothering you, please step away for 15 minutes and take care of yourself. It's important to us.
Yep. And that brings us to the last time on Shades of Scarlet.
Bum 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 bum.
Our
Games. Games.
What? I know.
You're
I'm sorry.
always with me on that. Thank you.
Oh,
I was busy.
I was busy. Okay, so what am I doing? Now I've lost my train of thought.
Last time on.
Moxie and Rex have a heart-to-heart in the apartment about their future plans. And then talk about their day plans as well. Moxie heads off to meet with Rogue. They have a conversation about finding a net runner or somebody who can read old code. After proposition of 7,000 negotiated down to 5,000, Moxie leaves incredibly frustrated with Rogue.
I'm sorry, my fixer fee is more than twice the fee of what the person who's actually doing the work would be. I don't know why Mox would be frustrated. After I know you just lost your home.
She doesn't care.
Clearly.
Moxie and Wraith chat about the Nook at a little lunch and dinner. Was it a Thai place? I can't remember.
It was.
Where he discusses that he feels like he's making matters worse instead of better. Moxie meets with Tanaka of the Tiger Claws, who tells her in exchange for information about Blue that he wants this grow operation shut down. Moxie counters, and after some consideration, Tanaka agrees that the team will instead bring down Blue and the branch of Tiger Claws that have joined him. In addition, he asks for his head. Deeps, Checkers, and Quinn all head back to the Nook and install a camera at the gift shop. They'll have to head in another day to pick up the feed. But they also decide at that point that they're going to head into the apartment building in an attempt to collect their belongings. And that brings us up to speed with what happened last time. Who would like to start us off today? All right, Checkers and Deeps.
Also, I should say, Wraith got a call from Desiree, and they are meeting tomorrow.
True. They are meeting tomorrow about
And the show was confirmed.
race plans to or she's going to come, or she's been developing a kind of plan of attack to further Wraith's ambition to bring down this news company, basically, which she doesn't know much about. But anyway, and also the show at the Slammer was confirmed. Yeah. Okay. Checkers and deeps. You've made your way into the main hall, or the floor level hallway inside of the Nook. When you get inside, there are a bunch of people going about their business, but a lot of the wreckage from the hovel has caused a, I guess, certain disquiet, I guess, amongst the civilians. Many of them, are tending to their businesses, noses down. And not only that, but the presence of Tiger Claw is abundant inside this building, as well as a new security detail. Men in I guess corporate jackets, labeled Militech, patrol the area.
Are they just together, kind of, or?
What do you mean together?
Like, are they mingled in the crowd, or are they in like a rotating, like more patrolling? When you say the people in Militech security.
Oh, the security guards are certainly watching, and your solo senses are picking up. They've added some more installations, cameras, point down the hallways.
Looks like it's under new ownership, Checkers.
Sorry. Yeah. Deep breath. Okay, so do we keep going?
Oh, music, thank you.
Thank you.
You gotta make a quick decision before they start, like, really watching us.
Let's see what it's like upstairs.
Okay. So I guess we're going up the stairs.
Okay. And you're just walking normally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing damnedest to act like this is exactly where I belong.
Alrighty.
I think we did an acting test last time.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing an acting test. You did a stealth test, though.
I remember acting,
Oh, really?
but I don't remember any scores.
I have things written down. I see stealth. I don't see acting.
Oh, I thought we were trying to act in front of the crew that was around the car. But that I'd be remembering
I
wrong.
think it was stealth. But unimportant. You make your way into the stairwell and walk upwards through the rooms. Through the different floors. And eventually make it to the floor where your stuff is.
Okay.
The hallway is similar to the one where you guys, the other floors, I guess is what I'm trying to say. A tiger claw presence littered with civilians and some sort of corporate presence. Your doorway, in particular, is just standing there, and then there's Moxie and Cammy's place down the hall from there.
I got a list of everything people want me to pick up.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
I made a point of writing it down. On that list is where Cammy had her chip, right? Because she had one and Deeps had one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if I remember right, they have a fire escape.
You do have a fire escape, yeah.
And we don't.
Is that true? Not everybody had a fire escape.
I thought Deeps left it of a fire escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys have one as well.
All right. I just want to make sure I know what I'm
Nothing
doing.
is building code, not that it matters that much.
Okay, and the Militech presence, are they like right next to us? Are they walking around? What's the deal?
Yeah, they are seem to be patrolling the hall. But they haven't taken any note of you.
Okay. Just be like, you get the shit from our place. I'll see what I can get from the other one. And at the first sign of anything, we go out the fire escape. Does that sound good?
Yeah, why don't you take Quinn with you?
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Oh man, I want to bust some heads.
Thank you. Feels like he's really here.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna walk right up to the door, like I know exactly what I'm doing, and go in.
Okay. You walk over to your door.
I'm going to Moxie and Cammy's.
Oh, sorry. You go over to their door. And the door is locked.
They didn't give us keys.
I think that you're questioning that. We locked it, yes.
I would imagine it's locked.
Would you have given me keys?
Cammy would have. You didn't ask Moxie.
No, that's true.
I think Cammy would have, because Cammy was the one that was like, we need things.
Yeah.
I would try to do this at the same time just to make sure not anybody's in the hallway alone.
Okay. Well, you have keys to your own apartment.
Right. I'm just meaning that simultaneously go in. If possible.
Quinn is using his solo perception to keep an eye on the hallway, just for note.
We have a crying 4-year-old, so folks. Okay.
Okay. I didn't hear what you last said. I'm sorry.
So you open the door
Mhm.
with using the keys. The apartment looks like it's been ransacked. It's been gone through. The dishes are all strewn about all over the floor. cushions have been upturned and split open.
Okay, first thing I'm going for is where Cammy told me the chip was.
We're talking about the chip, not Moxie's chip, but the Fresh Lakes chip.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. You head into Cammy's room, which is a disaster, and it may have been ransacked. You're not really sure.
I was gonna say, how can you tell? But you know.
Hey, we got a new follower called Moxie's Right Hand.
He's right here. I don't know who you are, but bless you and thank you for being here. You're amazing.
You've been missing for so long. So you head into her room and look where she put it, which is probably in her nightstand. In the drawer. Drawer has been pulled out, and after a small search, you don't find it within there.
Okay, has Quinn been watching, like, out in the main room?
Yeah.
Because he came
Whatever you told
with-
him to do.
Okay.
I would imagine, yeah, he's in the main room watching the hallway.
Keep an
I
ear
assume they
out.
would have closed the door when they went in.
I would think so.
Yeah. So is he in the apartment or in the hallway?
Where did you tell him to be? He's wherever you told him.
I would want him in the apartment with me.
Then he's in the
Then-
apartment with you.
Okay. Keep an ear out. If noise starts happening, let me know.
You got
Anything,
it, boss.
really? Alright, I am going to quickly message Deeps. I don't think it's here. I think someone searched or found it. And then I am going to start shoving everything I can from the list that I was given into a bag.
Okay. Deeps, what are you doing?
I am gonna go into my apartment, notice that it's ransacked.
Your apartment
I'm assuming
is not really as rifled through, actually.
Oh,
However, when you enter, there are a group of dirty-looking hobos have taken refuge inside of this
Oh.
apartment. They are just sitting around the cat like sofa area, sipping some Smash, probably taking a few bumps of synth guard.
hey guys!
They all look at you. They all slowly kind of turn their attention towards you as you enter the room.
Hey, Chooms. So, I'm just here to pick up a few things. Here's the key.
One of them gets up and like walks to pick it up. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be, I gotta go, and I'll go into my room.
Okay, you just walk past him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if they're, they probably see I'm strapped to the nines. I mean, like, guns wise. So if they're, I assume that would be enough. So I'm just gonna walk past.
Okay.
Is my workbench still there in bed?
Yeah, your workbench is still there.
Is the drawer still locked?
No.
Okay. Is there anything still in it?
Nope.
Okay. Cool. Is my guitar anywhere around, or was anybody have it in the other room?
One of the homeless folks was kind of gently strumming on it.
Okay. All right, so guys, I'm gonna need the chip from the drawer and my guitar back. How do we want to do this?
You walk in there and say that. They all kind of like blankly look at you for a moment. And the one holding the guitar, well, roll
Do I get to face down for the first time ever?
I don't know if face down is right. I think it might be just persuasion. But unless you're going to try to intimidate them, I guess, first.
Well, my intention is to intimidate them, like, by showing my guns and being like, all right, guys, I'm just being nice about it till I have to be mean.
Okay, you could do a face down.
A polite intimidation.
Yeah. Look, I'll give you 100 eddies to give me my stuff back, and I'll just walk out of here. You can have the apartment. I even gave you the key. I guess it is more of a persuasion.
That definitely feels
You
like
made it a
persuasion or
persuasion.
bribery. Now that you've added money to it.
Trading.
Yeah, you could do bribery.
Trade.
I'm gonna do persuasion, if that's okay,
Sure.
because I'm trying to say I won't kill you. So, can I use a +3? Because I suck at persuasion. Or are we done with those?
Roll first, see if you need it.
All right, fine. That's a 7, 16.
Probably don't need it.
All right.
I mean, we'll see what Blake says, but I'm going to guess that with
keep
the
the
16, you don't
16?
need it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. One of them, the guy holding the guitar holds it out for you.
I
He's like,
take it.
I don't want any trouble.
Thank you. And I'm going to give him 100 eddies.
And he says, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. What are you...
Now I'm going to hold out my hand.
He kind of looks to the others, and the others look between each other. And one steps up and, looks to you and says, that ship, some of the people around here came looking for it. Gave it to him for this can of Smash. For that 6-pack.
Gentlemen, I totally understand. Thank you for your time.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Nah, I get it. Enjoy that bed in the other room, though. Sweet. That was like 1,000 eddies.
Oh, that's preem.
Yeah. All right. You guys have a great day.
take off?
Yep, I'm gonna sling my guitar over my shoulder, so it's on my back.
Well, this is going on, Checkers. Quinn calls out, Checkers?
Yeah?
We have somebody coming down the hallway, and he looks like he's coming with purpose.
Okay. We're going out the fire escape. And fast.
Okay. Are you sure? I could bust his skull, probably.
I am absolutely sure you could. However, I don't want to, put your face on all of this just yet.
Okay. I
It
guess.
wouldn't be my face, it'd be my
He
fist in his
Puts
head.
his hidden holster back in.
I'm messaging Deep going out the fire escape, and then I'm gonna go out the fire escape.
So
Okay.
just as I was about to go turn the doorknob, I check my phone and then turn around and walk over to the fire escape between these guys.
Okay. You climb over these people to get to the fire escape, and
Yeah.
they just kind of look at you with kind of like a glazed look as you climb out. They don't seem to make any comments of it, but you guys head to the fire escape, climbing down onto the street. As you're on your way down the fire escape, roll a perception test.
Both of us?
I guess you can.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, you can roll that as well.
Okay.
Do I get combat sense?
Yes.
13.
It's located there.
21.
13 and 21. Okay, the 21 would notice the street below has a new kind of energy. It's no longer kind of laid back, languid movement of typical city dwellers. Languid is the wrong term, but you know what I mean. There is a kind of new buzz. The tiger claws are kind of filtering towards your building.
We got company incoming.
Yeah, there's keycats everywhere.
Okay, so time to go. Yes?
Yep. Go, go, go.
You guys are heading
I know.
down into the street.
You can just easily jump off 2-story fire escapes. I know this for a fact.
Try it.
Yes, try it.
Well, Deeps doesn't know that, to be fair.
Honestly, I would like to watch them for half a second and see if they're like passing by us, or if it appears that someone's sticking around outside.
Several are sticking around outside while the others head inside. So it's kind of a 50-50 type situation. Hydrate and posture check. I
have a
posture
problem
check
with
too
my
much to
hydrate.
get away from my mics.
Drop and run?
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it. I'm not gonna jump off, but I am going to attempt to slide down the fire escape ladder and then drop.
Okay. Okay. Roll. Do I need to roll? It's fine. You slide down the fire escape, landing on your feet on the bottom floor. Unfortunately, none of the tiger claws in the area seem to notice you.
Waving the other two down.
Ooh, Euro landing. Yes.
Deeps, you manage to land in the alleyway just before some tiger claws you spotted are going to turn around that kind of catty corner in the alley between your apartment complex and the hovel, or what would be the hovel. There's the destruction like basically right near you.
Okay.
Which way are you going?
Which way is our car?
North, I believe.
Yeah, it's kind of north and east. This
Parked
particular.
in the garage, did you not?
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah. It is.
Oh, right.
So there is an entrance back into the apartment on the ground level to the south of you. And then there's that kind of alley that breaks off to the left, right where Minami's detective agency is. And then it goes out towards the main street, kind of like between Rex's Cube Hotel and the arcade is. Or there's south back onto Chinook Avenue, which is kind of the main road. Sort of. At least at the Nook. Which way are you going?
Probably. I'd probably stay in the alley.
Right where you are?
Yeah, and we use that to walk around.
Which way are you walking?
I meant down. I'm trying to get. I don't want to go back in the building, so I want to go around to the parking structure.
Okay, so you're heading towards the arcade kind of
Yeah.
area. Okay. A group of maybe 4 Tiger Claw gang members kind of circle around the side of that alleyway coming towards you as you're walking towards them.
Okay. I'm just gonna put my head down and act like the other civilians I've seen. So.
Do an acting test for me.
I'm gonna spend 2 luck.
Okay.
Ooh. That's not gonna help enough. Well,
Do you want to use? Well, I don't know if +3 would help, but I feel like a
it would
15
be
is better than a
15
12.
over a 12. So
Yeah.
yes.
Gonna use the +3?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of put your head down and start heading north, past them, kind of sparing them a wide amount of space, as wide as you can in the tight alleyway. They walk by. A few of them glance in your direction, study you for a moment, don't seem to recognize you, and head on. And you make it through the alleyway back onto the main street.
I'm gonna pull out my agent and be like on my way to the car, going outside of the park. Or should I book it? The checkers.
Book it if it looks like trouble. But stay chill for now.
Yeah, stay frosty.
And you guys both head to the car?
Yeah. Did Quinn get down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you guys both head to the car. Eventually you make it there. I have to take a quick break because I really have to use the restroom. So give me like...
We'll be right back, guys.
Hello, and thank you guys for waiting. We are back. Okay. So, you guys make it down to the street level, and after some tense moments with Tiger Claws kind of scouting the area looking for somebody, make it back to your car. What would you like to do?
Did you find it?
Nope, it was already gone.
Fuck. Well, that's both of them now. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah?
Yep.
Alright, so you guys are going to pack up into your vehicle and get out of here?
Yep.
Yeah, and I will text the group chat. Chips were gone.
And I am driving as casual as possible.
Oh, volume. You probably need to just move closer to my mic. Eat the thing. Okay.
You get a text back from Moxie that says, from the storeroom you went inside, like 6
From-
question marks.
From the apartments.
I'm trying to remember if no, she knew you guys were going to the apartments, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cammy...
I got a list from her of things she wanted from the apartment.
No, not from Moxie, you didn't. Moxie never sent you anything.
Oh, right. I offered to.
You did,
Moxie.
yes, but you
Yeah,
never got
okay.
anything back from
I
Moxie.
didn't get anything from Moxie.
Correct, but you also said we were going some point, not soon, but I do think she
I thought
knows.
you guys knew, or you knew that we were going at dark
Yeah.
this day.
You might go, I think, because you were going to pick up Rex's car.
It
She was
depended
waiting
on
for that
how.
conversation.
Not sure what I can do.
She says,
Okay.
and she just responds with a thumbs up. And then, like, ... thumbs down. And then a question mark. And just, like, okay.
Apartments are now hot. Extra security. Extra.
We'll talk when you get
Maybe I
back.
can do that.
I send Wraith a picture of my guitar.
Well, not a complete loss then.
Nope. Yay!
Anything you guys all would like to do before meeting up?
Nope.
No.
We're shaking our heads.
Sorry.
We realize that you may not have been looking
Yeah.
I am not.
for our audio list.
You're all shaking your heads. Okay. So you guys eventually reconvene at the apartment complex. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I would just like to say that I would be a little bit careful checking for tails on the way back.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception.
19.
19. You don't spot any tails on your way back.
Okay.
And eventually you guys all get back to the apartment complex, reconvene, get together.
Yeah.
We're all in one place.
I think so.
Right? I'm gonna leave.
You're gonna leave 5 minutes before they show up.
Ass hat.
Are we doing the normal park the van far away and then?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your travel through the CZ is okay.
All right.
Rex is also in the apartment.
No.
When you guys get in, Moxie's just gonna look you over just for injuries. Looks like you guys made it out okay.
Yeah. Mostly because we ran away. So we went to and scouted the oasis, and there's guys on the back door. And I'm assuming it's pretty permanent. But we broke into an empty business across the street and set up a camera to get feed of the back door to try and determine patrols and things like that. There's also guys posted outside the arcade, and we looked for a place to set up a feed to watch them from, but there wasn't a place where we could actually see the back door. So that didn't happen. We then went to an apartment, and it was pretty chill, but felt kind of weird. So we went to our apartments and checked things out, and I have a bag of shit for Cammie, and pretty much 2-3 minutes after we'd been there, people started coming towards the apartment building, so we went down the fire escape and left. Tiger claws were coming towards the building.
Okay.
How many tiger claw did you see?
They're fucking everywhere. They're on
More than
patrol
2
through the
dozen?
streets. There's one on each floor in the apartments. There's 2 behind the arcade, 2 in front of the arcade. There's another one patrolling. There's 2 on the oasis on the front and then on the back. They're everywhere.
That's the extra security you mentioned?
Yeah,
Should
just
it be
tiger claw?
specifically?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every floor in the apartment building had patrols, as well
Cameras.
as corporate
cameras.
patrols, tiger claws, and
Whoa, what do you mean corporate?
Oh, right. Militech. It wasn't just Tiger Claws. There was also Militech people. There were Militech people out front of the Oasis and Tiger Claw in the back.
That
There
is
was
security
Militech
folks.
patrols
That's
on
different.
the floors.
Yeah. Yeah,
What was the
Militech is
Militech-
different
I'm
than Tiger
I'm sorry.
Claw.
I don't even know if they are Militech. They're just wearing Militech gear.
Sure. What gear were they wearing? Like basic, like in-house security, or were they like kitted out, full chrome?
Blank.
The ones next to the Oasis were in full metal gear. Ones in the building were just in like medium armor jacks.
Okay.
Full metal.
Indoors, medium armor jack. Outdoors, yeah, what he said.
They're not fucking around.
That's
Also,
why
that's a lot of
we
security.
ran.
I know Quinn
I
could
don't
have
think
took
there's
all these.
any way Tiger Claw paid for Militech to be there.
Nope.
No, but they've also obviously got some kind of like arrangement because they weren't even blinking at, like, the Militech guys weren't even blinking at the Tiger Claw walking around.
Well, and this could just be me, but I don't think Blue has those numbers. And Blue, you said, isn't part of the group anymore, yeah? So,
You said Blue wasn't part of the group. I was told today he's been excommunicated.
yeah, okay. Blue's not part of the group anymore. He shouldn't have that many people.
I mean, he might have everyone that was in Watson.
A lot of people, though. And why are they still in that neighborhood?
Because they're using the arcade to do chip distribution. And now they have a whole apartment that's free, apparently, to roam around in.
I'm just saying, if those patrols are what they keep, which we'll be able to at least kind of see with the camera we set up, it's a lot of people.
You can't see the patrols in the building.
No, not in the building, but I mean on the streets.
You can just see the back alley of the Oasis, you said, not the main street, not the apartment.
You can see the back alley of the Oasis. It's from across the street, so we can see the traffic on that street. No, we can't see the apartment, but it'll give us an idea if they're coming by.
Across the street from the Oasis is the apartment building in Frank's, which is a crater. Where did you place? So you placed the camera in the apartment building? Now I'm
No,
confused.
no, it's across
It's the alley by the
big
Oasis.
or the
to
alley
back door.
the back door.
Right, so if it's in the
and it's
alley,
across
then you're
from
not
that.
seeing the street.
No, we're
Because there's like
just
Chinook
seeing-
Avenue
Yeah,
They
that
They
crosses.
don't see Chinook. Hold on. Let me clear this. They don't see Chinook Avenue really at all. What they're looking at is the alley behind the Oasis. And that
Yeah.
sees the
But-
road, which I can't remember, like Grant, maybe?
That sounds right.
Sure.
Grant Avenue. I think that's right.
the camera looks across Grant Avenue into the alley to the back door of the Oasis. So no, we can't see the apartment. We can't see that kind of traffic, but we can see anybody passing on Grant.
Heart of Grant.
Sure.
It'll give us a basic idea. And I still have one camera. So if we want to go back and find somewhere else to put it that is not in the apartment, we can.
A note to our podcast listeners. This is a map that we've all seen many times that we're all trying to figure out. All right, so we got eyes.
Sort of, yes.
We've got eyes on the back of the Oasis.
We need to get our hands on the chip.
Mm-hmm.
Where maybe chips are being stored.
Hopefully, yeah.
How did the apartments look?
Totally ransacked. I mean, a significant amount of shit is still there, but I mean our shit, and not to call anything you own shit, just you know what I mean. Anyway, most of the stuff is there, but they've definitely gone through and broken locks, gone through all of our stuff, taken what they want.
Luckily, I didn't have anything worth stealing because I just got broken into. But still.
Yeah, you had some fans staying in our apartment.
Oh, nice.
I had some documents that if they found that, it's not great. But it was well hidden.
I mean, it was a pretty thorough search, but I couldn't, as I don't know where they were, I couldn't tell you.
Had you messaged, I would have told you where they were.
I
But I understand that it was a very difficult situation on a limited time.
okay. I did ask you.
I didn't need them. It wasn't worth risking your life for. I thought you were just going to maybe get a car and check out the area.
Okay.
She's trying to say that your life is more valuable than whatever that was.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Just, I don't. There wasn't any time. Basically, like I said, we were there maybe 3 minutes, long enough to check for the chips and grab a couple things, and then people were starting to head for us. And when we got out on the fire escape, they were like all congregating on the apartment.
Because they recognized you?
I don't know, or if it
Or
was just
because you
we
were
went
in the
those-
apartments?
I don't know. I thought it was smarter just to get out of there. That said, when we were down on the street going back to the van, no one stopped us. And we passed some of them. Or we saw some of them.
Possibly because you went into the apartment.
So it really wouldn't matter who we saw.
I think
Well,
they might recognize you.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean that we could send a complete stranger and they would still get static.
if they went to our apartment, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think if people are camping in me and Deep's apartment, then it has to be your apartment they're watching.
That's information we didn't have.
That is true. That's a good point.
Yeah, our apartment was slightly tossed, but I think it was just the guys living there, and they sold the chip to the Tiger Club.
So, okay. Your place wasn't touched. My
Awesome.
place was ransacked.
Most likely, yes. I mean, my place was tossed.
Just so it's clear.
Most likely, because it was tossed slightly, but it was like, from what it sounds like, professionals on your apartment and junkies on my side.
I mean, I'll be honest, I couldn't tell if Cammie's room had been tossed, but the chip wasn't where she told me it was going to be.
Was mine?
I didn't check your room.
But
I
like
know
the,
that-
The way the door was open.
the living room area, how was that?
The living room area was definitely tossed.
So they might have been looking for the chip that they then bought off of the group in Deep's place. But they found one cat in our apartment anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one in your apartment, in Cammie's drawer, not there.
Yeah. So they found that
More than likely, yeah.
and then got the backup.
I have a question that really doesn't matter at this point. Did we check to make sure that the chips weren't broadcasting in any way?
Yeah, I believe.
Good. All right. Just wanted to make sure for
I'm
future
assu-
reference.
I mean, what I assume is mostly what Cammy asked everybody to pick up was pants.
Is what?
We know how much Cammy values pants.
Pants. She never has any, so she must have. Terrible joke. Sorry.
All right. I went to see Tanaka today. It was the new Wakagashira, the Tiger Claws, based out of Star Mall. He has a video of Blue talking to Jay Johnson and Thomas Campbell. That also comes with audio of them making a deal. It would link Tiger Claw with Newsat and Continental Brands.
So we need that.
In order to get it, I can either go back to him and say, yes, we'll destroy some nobody's grow up, or we can stick to the deal I made, which is taking out Blue and all the defectors, which would also get our territory back, but is significantly more difficult.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you turned down an easy job for a much harder job. But
I'm
at least
not
the harder
some
job.
thug muscle, and this also gets us back what we want.
Right.
We're gonna have to face them eventually.
It sounds like they have an army. Is my one concern.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We currently don't have an army.
I wonder if we can't use... I can't use my credibility to maybe point the bombing, if I can get it done right, as gang violence, but Tiger Claw's the gang. And get NCPD to take out part of Tiger Claw. Or, since we know they're working with Continental Brands, we could cause some havoc in the Oasis, have them all run in, and then try to take over the apartment and the arcade and divide them up. Take out half while the other half are running.
Right. You know, I worry about your credibility. You already know the gang violence angle is not true, so
I
trying
do.
to spin not
Well-
true into further not true.
Technically, they moved in. They're linked to the corporation that bombed it.
It's a real slippery slope.
It's stretch, I know. It's not my preferred method.
What if we try to get Blue out?
You mean like get him out of the nook and then ambush him?
Yeah.
Possible, I don't know how you do it.
Do we know for sure he's in the arcade? Or in the nook?
I'm supposed to get a location on Blue and his defectors from Tanaka. At least the rough area.
It's a pretty safe bet. It's the arcade. Though.
Probably the arcade.
Okay.
I'm gonna text Rex since he's not fucking here.
Mhm.
Are you still in contact with Blue? Or is he rather still in contact with you?
Honestly, no. I thought it'd be a good idea to reach out.
No, that's fair. Do you have a way of finding out if there's a bounty on us?
Might be able to
Particularly me
put some
or Wraith.
So I might be able to feel out some things and see what I can find.
If you can do that without putting yourself at risk, I'd appreciate it.
I'll do what I can.
Cheers, love.
There's one.
She puts her ration away.
Okay, do we have any kind of deadline on this?
No.
Okay. So,
The longer we wait, though, the more they'll solidify themselves in.
I mean, you're absolutely right. It's just, if things look chill for a while for them, they might cut back on the number of people a little
They might
bit.
cut back on the Militech security.
Exactly.
That's a possibility as well. I agree with you.
Like I said, we can't get eyes on the back of the arcade. There's just nowhere for the camera to go. But I could get eyes on the apartment building.
You said you got out of the fire escape.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Moxie would know this. Does the fire escape reach the roof? Given how much time she spends on the roof.
It doesn't go all the way up to the roof, no.
How short is it?
About a floor.
Fuck. Alright.
Grapple gun.
Only 100 eddies. Batman are way up. No, if the fire escape doesn't quite reach the roof, but if we can get onto the roof, the buildings are attached. The arcade and the apartment buildings. There should be roof access to the arcade.
There is.
Not disagreeing with you, just saying, like, if that is the case, I can't imagine they don't have someone on it. Or cameras on it.
Probably. But they're gonna have cameras or someone anywhere.
Yeah.
There's less likely to be people on the roof than on the ground.
Uh-huh.
And we do have a skilled sniper who could take out a person on the roof.
Ben says, yeah, I'm a pretty good sniper.
We have two.
Okay, so you're thinking if we can break in
I'm
through
throwing
the
out
roof.
options.
Yeah. I'm just... If we could draw them away and then get into the arcade through the roof and take over their base.
Well, I assume Blue will
Is that-
stay in the arcade, so if we could at least take out Blue,
Okay.
that would help.
I was just...
Taking out
thinking-
Blue, well, he also said his defectors. He's supposed to give me a list of names, which is probably not everyone there, but...
Yeah.
There will be less people around if we start. I mean, if there's full heavy security outside the Oasis, it is possible that the heavy security inside the apartment building at least will move out to check on a, I don't know,
Distraction.
problem. Yeah. At the Oasis. And then it's just Tiger Claw. And they're not nearly as scary.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't want to mess with the Militech guys. If we could get the arcade, it's likely they have a lot of internal defenses. And if we could get the arcade, when there's less people in it and then take over, that would give us an advantage when people start coming back to it.
In theory, yeah.
It's an option.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but do you want us to try and get eyes on front of the arcade, on the apartments themselves? No? Okay.
That's not worth the risk. You've already been seen. Someone, you, have already been seen in the area twice within the week.
Yeah, that's fair. I am gonna have to go back to pick up the footage. But since we went in through the back on Grant, right?
Right.
Okay. In the back for the thing on Grant, then I shouldn't even be seen on that street near or on Grant or next to the apartment at all.
I have a bad idea of how to draw attention.
Why don't we throw a concert?
Well, that too. All right. So Blue is probably afraid of his old crew, right? One would think all of the Tiger Claw versus a splinter of the Tiger Claw.
Given that they've just excommunicated him and didn't really do jack shit beyond that, probably not, but keep going.
I would think that their territory would be the safest place for us to be public. And if you and I were publicly at the Star Mall, chances are he wouldn't send anybody to mess with us, but knowing where we were, he'd be more focused on that than what's going on in the neighborhood since we're clearly not there.
No, I don't think that's true.
All right.
I think he would tell Jade or Thomas that we were at Star Mall and let them figure it out while he deals with his neighborhood.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's possible we might be able to get Thomas Campbell to flip on the other two.
I'm really not afraid of Jade.
But that would... Yeah, no, I'm not afraid of Jade.
It's not that
but if he could get us in or get us inside information, but it's getting to talk to him that will be the hurdle.
So the scariest and worst part of this plan is the killing Blue part, and that's the thing you agreed to, right?
The scariest thing is running into Militech and having to take out Militech.
Right. But...
I'm not scared of Blue.
Okay. There's a lot of people I'm afraid of.
Say that again.
Isn't there a katana welding lady we're afraid of?
I would not underestimate Mia, and she hates Wraith.
It's a long list of people that hate me. Let's start there.
No. This is you killed my brother, and I'm pissed I didn't get my revenge level hate. That's
right.
That's its own category, kind of.
So there's like a casual list or active list?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
But being that we both wield katanas, maybe I can we can do an honor duel.
That would make a sick music video.
You might be able to. How good are you actually with your katana?
I'm one of the best, but I cut a car in half.
Not great.
Cut a car in half.
A car is
broke your
someone
katana,
else
if I recall
with a
correctly.
katana.
I've never fought somebody else with a katana.
So
Okay,
if we're going to go that way, maybe practice first.
Let's call that Plan Z.
All right.
With the understanding that A through Y come first?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so the question is how fast do we want to move? Do you want to see if Militech backs off if nothing happens in the area for a few days?
Well, my concern would be more what Moxie was talking about with building up the defenses too, because within 3 days they had already installed a bunch of cameras, it's a tough decision.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying it's easy.
Cameras,
They could just
I'm not
fortify
concerned
more.
about. How fast could they actually put up like a turret defense system?
Matter of hours.
It depends on how good their techs are, but yeah, pretty much. It's not like
You have the money. That's the thing standing in the way is money.
one tech could do probably one a day, maybe more, depending on what they're like, what kind of gear they have, how many people they have. It's
Correct, Jess, if I'm wrong, but doesn't architectures take a while to set up? Like, isn't it a week per floor or something?
Not if they're using a temporary architecture that's already ready to run.
But then it would still be a week to add like the turret to the floor. You're still adding something.
To make a permanent structure, yeah. But if you had a temporary architecture to control that turret and you brought those two things,
Then it's just installing.
yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head, Joss. I'll have to.
okay. So
So the longer
allow me to
we'll go on
correct,
the assumption
or-
that it's a couple hours.
Yeah, the longer this takes us, the
Longer.
more they can fortify
Yeah.
things.
completely agreed.
So our options are try to lure Blue out,
Attack from the roof.
cause a distraction, sneak in, or just go in guns blazing.
Yeah, and a couple of those are really bad plans.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
think luring Blue out would be really challenging, considering right now he needs to turtle in the strong.
That would be the smart thing to do. We would have to find a way to make him think it's his idea to not do it.
I'm wondering if I can't be used as bait.
That's what I was saying. But in the
No,
safest way possible.
your safe way does not help us. I asked Rex to see if there was a bounty on our heads.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
If I'm worth enough, maybe you guys should sell me out.
Well, I'm just saying, if there's a bounty. Well, I asked specifically for Wraith and I. If there's only because your apartments weren't touched. No offense.
No, I get it.
Because if there is, and it's not dead only, we could hire a couple of solos to bring us in. They'd be focused on the two of us. You'd have two people fighting from inside out, while people attack from outside.
This is the worst plan I've ever. I usually come up with the really bad plans. That is genuinely
It's an option.
all right.
I mean, it's not the worst option ever.
I mean, running and
like
guns
it?
blazing is definitely the
Yeah.
worst option ever.
Yeah. I don't like it, but I understand where you're coming from and what you think it would accomplish, and it's not completely implausible.
I mean, if there's a bounty, it can also the exchange could happen elsewhere.
Yeah.
Which would potentially lure Blue out.
But
he will come with a group. It won't be.
The
you
thing
probably
is
won't have to worry about Militech security, but
I mean, are we sure that he would come for you and not Jade and what's his face?
oh man, if it's Jane Thomas Campbell, that would be so much better. Do you know how easy it would be to subdue those two? Oh my god, that'd be great.
I mean,
So really,
that would be great for us, yeah, but it's would not further getting rid of them or the Tiger
Also,
Claw.
Oh no, it probably would, because they're probably fund rolling Militech, so Militech would either get out or, for the sake of their lives, have Militech kill the Tiger Claws for us. I mean, getting those two would be fantastic.
So maybe that's what we should focus on instead of.
I don't see Jade ever getting her hands actually dirty.
no.
And I doubt Thomas would. Well, if he thinks we killed his son, maybe.
Okay, but do they need to get their hands dirty, or do we just need to get our hands on them?
Well, getting our hands on Thomas Campbell is going to be difficult, I think. Jade might be easier. I don't know that she... I don't know how involved she is, other than maybe just being a spokesperson. But we could try.
Okay. So, I mean, it's just another option.
Mm-hmm.
Is to go from a different angle.
so we really just need the list of who we're supposed to. Are we now paid assassins?
Yes, I made us paid assassins.
Kind of. It was something we were going to do anyway, so...
Pretty much. This just kind of killed two birds with one bullet.
Yeah. It's getting paid for
cat,
something
two
you were going to
tigers?
do anyway.
Anyway.
But an added benefit, when we win this whole thing, we'll get rid of the Oasis, so...
Yeah.
Your best friend worked there.
I'm just saying it'll really help out the local economy for the small businesses to be stronger.
I would like to be back there. This
I mean-
department kind of sucks compared to the old one.
Yes.
Kind of.
I completely agree. I will say that small businesses are already gone.
I'm sorry, what?
Small businesses in the neighborhood. That's how we got eyes on the alley, is because that whole line of businesses along Grant is empty. They've closed.
The economy will come back, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone have a preference on which option they would like to try?
I don't want to use you guys as bait unless we have a really good plan.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't do
Obviously.
that. Yeah, unless we had something.
Just saying.
I'm not for the sneaking path. We've tried being sneaky before, and it really hasn't worked out all that well in the past.
The bullet mission went great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought we did a really good job sneaking in the first half.
We succeeded. To say it went well.
See, the thing with stealth is it's good up until the point where it's not anymore, and then you can go crazy.
I mean, that's really any plan. The plan is great until it stops working, and then...
Exactly. But the thing is that if you go in with stealth, you might last longer before you have to shoot out.
Possibly.
Hopefully.
Well, that's why I like it.
Whatever we're going to do is not going to happen until after what, Sunday?
Yeah, we got a concert coming up.
Yeah.
So that gives them at least 5-6 days. And gives us 5-6 days to plan.
Do we know where these chips are physically being made?
No.
That might be something we should maybe figure out. Because if we could slow down the supply line, that could buy us some time before this becomes critical mass.
Then we'd have to sit on the arcade or new sacks. We don't know where the chips are coming, like going to or coming from.
Right. I see the problem. It was an idea.
I mean, yeah, never mind. Okay.
If we could figure it out, that'd be great. I have absolutely no idea where we'd stop. That doesn't put us where we already are.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
We
to me, the
could.
first step would be to get eyes on the back of the arcade, but we already established it's going to be real hard.
Maybe, I mean, they're going to be guarding it. Assume there's guards. Assume there's 4 to 6 guards there at all times.
Yeah.
There were
Mendez did say Minami was okay. She's still working in the area and living in the area. You could maybe ask for her help.
2 guards in the alley on the entrance to the arcade. There were 2 guards in the front on that door, and there was a patrol of 2 around it.
So 6. See? 4 to 6.
Yep. So we do know that.
Yeah, we know that. We just don't really know when shipments come in, what kind of truck they come in.
If they
any
come
of
in the
that
truck.
stuff. Exactly. But if you're talking about trying to trace them back to the manufacturing source, that's the kind of thing we need.
Tracing it back to the source is not at the top of my priority list.
Okay.
Hydrate. Thank you. Undead.
It was just a different avenue.
There's also still the possibility of getting a hold of Dr. Berman, which would, in theory, stop the chipping entirely. Or getting a hold of Bill, whoever Bill is.
At the news set.
Correct. I'm assuming God, but not positive.
I'm gonna pull out my agent and text Minami and see if she has any info for me.
I could get a job at NewsSat, starting as in the mailroom.
Mm-hmm.
Work my way up
Mm-hmm.
until I'm in the upper echelons. And then you'd have a man on the inside.
Yeah. And because I absolutely certainly don't know who you are, that will work wonderfully.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought everybody knew who you were.
That's the problem.
Also, that would take a very long time, and we're talking about not letting them have that long, hopefully.
I mean, we could skip Tiger Claws and assault Newsat directly. But that also feels like a very bad plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if the Tiger Claws are working with them,
Tipping
that just
stone.
Yeah.
it just puts the Tiger Claws at our back when we do that. So we kind of have to take them out first. I think trying to get the NYC or the Night City PD to help us take out the Tiger Claws would be the easiest.
Yeah, but they're on the payroll.
Maybe. Don't we have somebody on the inside?
No.
What makes you say they're on the payroll?
Hey, thanks for the gift.
Sorry?
I think pretty clearly that they have to be on the payroll. There's no way that that neighborhood goes down like that and all of that stuff happens
How?
without cops being owned.
I'm so glad my internet has decided to kick out twice during the beginning of your reasoning, both times I've asked this.
Just know that it was sound.
It's real frustrating.
I bet.
I mean, the NCPD isn't going to care who moves into a building. Gangs move into places all the time.
When a gang is controlling an entire neighborhood, they tend to
They've
care
been
a little.
controlling the entire neighborhood for months now, ever
Ah.
since Stein Knife got taken out.
Not this visibly.
Yeah, this
Okay.
visibly.
But
They haven't
What's this-
congregated in this building, but just moving from one building to another doesn't constitute because police were paid off.
let's table that and just what would it take to get the police to help us?
Well, me and Wraith go in dressed as police officers. We beat up some Tiger Claws, leave them alive so that they go attack real cops. And the real cops get pissed. The Tiger Claw beat them up, and then they assault Tiger Claw. That's in.
That's a good plan.
Looks at Moxie.
Moxie is trying so very hard.
Saw it in a movie once.
She's debating whether like this is like the funniest thing because clearly they're joking, or just so done with this because they're absolutely serious. And you can't tell, she can't figure out which
You
is
can't.
which.
You will never know.
And I think she's gonna opt. She's gonna choose to believe you were joking.
Quinn thinks it's a good idea, legitimately.
Quinn
Yeah,
thinks
Quinn's
it's a
probably
great
not,
idea,
like,
by the way.
wrong.
He is
Yeah.
totally down for that.
True.
You're gonna have to talk him down. I don't know. We guess we have to talk to the NCPD officer. But it's not gonna be something that they're just going to agree to do.
Okay. So complicated.
And if Militech security is already there, it may be even more complicated for them.
They probably won't touch the situation. If
Oh,
Militech is
Militech being
controlling
there.
it.
They may not.
Point.
Okay.
Depends on what's happening.
So NewsSat is probably paying for Militech security.
I'd imagine. that
Or
the-
Continental Brands is, given that they also have security behind the Oasis.
Or both.
Or both.
which means they have deep pockets combined.
I mean, obviously.
Well, somebody had deep pockets to blow up Frank's.
Exactly.
Well, and the mercs that were sent to blow up the first apartment. So
No. That was definitely NewsSat.
maybe.
No, definitely. It had their logo on the report.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I mean, if we're gonna go after a big corp like that, probably have. Yeah, we got to take out. Tiger Claw has to go, or drive a wedge between them.
Do you think Continental Corporate knows that this is going on with their regional offices?
In what way?
I'm just saying, I don't think this is probably a global thing for Continental Brands at the moment. If anything, this is a pilot program.
I don't. What?
If corporate knows that this is going on, working off that assumption.
Small words, expand. If Continental Brands Corporation, mega corporation, Olivia Forsyth, if Olivia Forsyth knows this is going on.
Right. This is a test market.
What is
see
this?
how well it works.
What is this?
The whole thing with chip distribution.
Just chip distribution? If Olivia Forsyth knows the Oasis is being used as a mind control chip distribution site, is that what you're asking me?
Yeah. This would be a test market, is what I'm saying.
I don't believe Olivia Forsyth knows that this is going on.
And if we did tell them, wouldn't they just send in somebody to collect those to use for themselves?
Probably. Didn't
You have to prove it first. Otherwise, you're just some street rat off.
Right.
Who is ruffling feathers. Maybe.
Which is...
if you could even get it that far up the chain.
Well,
and that puts us back where we are right now, trying to find proof, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deeps, you get a text message back from Minami that says, we should talk on a more secure channel.
Would it be in person?
That would probably be wisest.
Want to get some coffee?
Okay.
Spicy Pete's tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Or noon. All right, I set up to meet Minami tomorrow at noon.
Do you think you need someone to go with you? Not for the meeting itself, but just to keep an eye out.
Well, I figured we might want to ask her if she wants to do that work for us. That's the way we want to go. Having intel would be a good idea either way.
Right. I don't understand the question.
Sure, somebody can come with. I don't need. I'm just having coffee. Going to Spicy Pete's.
Nice. The one on University?
Yeah.
Nice.
The one in Watson.
No. The one by Old University District.
Just making sure.
I'm going to text Wraith that I set it up for the one in Watson. I'm going to change it to the one in.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to Haywood. They've got really bad coffee.
Moxie watches you pull out your agent to text this, and she's just like, uh-huh. She doesn't say anything. If anyone looked at her face, there's just this knowledge. I'm trying to think of who would be good to have with you. Probably Quinn, I would imagine.
Yeah, I could go with him in case he needs to bust some heads.
You got to practice with your katana anyway.
That was Quinn.
That was Quinn.
Oh, it's all right.
It took me a minute to realize it too.
I can't do his voice. I'm sorry.
I know, me neither.
It's just that particular tone is almost different from Wraith, but there are just certain moments when Wraith uses exactly that tone.
Right.
It was busting heads that I was like, Quinn.
Yes,
It was vocab.
exactly.
That was it for me.
Yeah, Wraith. Yeah, I probably shouldn't go with you. I'm a little too on notice.
Staying low.
Yeah.
Are you meeting with your band manager at some point?
Yeah, tomorrow.
What time?
I checked my calendar. Has Desiree updated my calendar with what time our meeting is?
Is it also at noon?
At Spicy Pete, obviously.
GM.
Like,
I'm sorry. What'd you guys ask?
did Desiree update my calendar what time my meeting with her is?
Sure.
What time
Is
is
it
it?
at noon?
Yeah.
Spicy Pete's?
Spicy Pete's on university.
No, she already got mad at me about Spicy Pete's. We're
It's definitely at
probably-
her office.
No, it's at her
Yeah.
office. Yeah.
So you have a meeting tomorrow as well.
Yeah,
Do you need someone to go with you?
no. But if you want to come,
I'm not so much concerned for you at the meeting or people following at the meeting. It's the communication that...
that would be why I'm inviting you.
Do you want me to go? Or
Yes,
do you want
please.
Checkers to go?
I would like you to go because you can communicate the situation in a clearer way than I have in the past.
Okay.
Thanks.
No, it's no offense to you. It's just I feel like Moxie can mute
I know.
me better.
Yeah, that's fine.
She does actually laugh at that. And Check, is there anything you need to tackle? You, Kami, need to tackle tomorrow.
I mean, I've already fixed what I can, unless somebody's broken something since we came here. No takers? Okay, so I fixed what I can. I have one camera. I don't really know what I can do right now.
You could put it up in here. For the doorway or something.
Do we want a camera on our place?
Not a bad idea.
Can we see the front door? Sorry, GM, can we see the front door from one of our windows? Or from the balcony that I was precariously perched upon?
Oh, from the outside?
Yeah. Either or.
Yeah, I could probably see at the balcony. I'm sorry. You can see your door from the balcony.
Like the front door to the building, not our apartment door.
Oh. No.
Not from either our window or that balcony.
From your window.
We could either put it in our apartment, in the hallway that points at our door if we want more notice. Outside one of the windows, or looking through one of our windows to the front of the building. In case someone strolls up.
Yeah, not without. I'm making sure we can't access the footage or get it transmitted somewhere without a node computer, right? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Use the network.
Yeah, basically it would be for me to download footage if somebody tried to break in or something. We would at least have footage.
Also, I think Ariana would not be okay with us installing cameras.
I'm just saying that
One, I don't
unless-
think she cares. Two, if it's looking out our window to the front door of the front of the building, it's still inside our apartment, so I don't fully understand why that's different from putting it in the apartment, but that's fine. If you guys think it's a good idea, I'm fine with it. I have no
I
objection.
think it might be a
Just
good
saying it's an
idea.
option.
Right. No, that's not a bad plan. I'm just saying it might be a good idea for us to move on to a different shitty apartment at the end of the
Which is in a
Okay.
couple days.
Take the camera with me.
Yeah. I just think staying in motion might be a better call for us.
Okay, and what I'm trying to point out is that if we put the camera up, we don't have a way to watch it or for it to alert us.
I
Right.
thought Deep said it could.
No, I said we could, if something happened that we weren't here for, or something, we would at least have video possibly.
Which
Who
Checa
did.
just said she can't because it needs a node.
No, I can record. Yeah. It's just it won't do any good
It
before
won't
the
give us
fact or
heads
at the
up.
fact. It would be after the fact. Because I have to go to the camera and pick it up and plug it into a computer and then watch it.
So at that point, it's just a fucking video camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you want to move to in 2 days?
It was just an idea that we move on to somewhere else.
I don't hate it as an idea, but that means we gotta find a place.
Right.
Why don't you ask your boss?
I guess
She
during
knows
my meeting
somebody.
I can ask her.
Discreet.
Okay, so I guess the plan is to think about it and make a plan. See if any of us have any other options. And you guys have meetings tomorrow. And then reconvene and make a decision.
Yeah, the plan's to make a plan.
Deeps is going to find out if Minami is willing to help.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm meeting with Mendez. I can ask about NCPD coming in, but yeah, we need to decide how we want to approach this.
Pardon me.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else?
Nope.
No, I'm good.
I'm going to stand up and go get food.
Gonna go work on my drum solo.
Guys,
Gonna
do
work
your
on my.
thing.
Oh,
I'm going to keep working on my article.
Can add a few hours to each of those.
does having an actual guitar with your.
Let's say 4, and
I
then
bet.
you guys head to bed for the evening. And I think this is a good place to take our normal break. If you guys
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We will take our normal break. We'll be back in a few minutes. We'll see ya.
See you guys.
Be right back.
everybody, and welcome back to Shades of Scarlet.
Bum, bum.
Okay,
Pum pum.
so the team heads to bed for the evening after doing their collective things, whatever they're doing. And by the way, I don't know if you guys have noted it, but whatever was recovered from the apartment should be marked back on your sheets.
Woohoo.
What did Cammy? Was there anything from the apartment, like shared, that Cammy asked to pick up?
Shared? I don't know. What would you think would be shared?
The group funds.
Sure. That would
Were
be-
those taken, or were those still there?
Those were still there. I don't care about your money.
So we know they weren't looking for money.
Apparently not. Yeah.
Anyway. Head to bed for the evening. Wake out the next day. Early morning, you're greeted by the familiar sound of popping guns in the distance. As the sun breaks overhead on Night City. What would you guys like to do for your day?
Gonna
Are
brew
you just going
coffee
to wait
for
for your
everyone.
meetings, or
Yeah.
what?
I brew coffee
I'm-
for everyone, but I'm more or less just waiting.
I'm gonna ask Rex if I can borrow his car.
Sure.
Do you need wheels today?
I need wheels every day, but I can take your car. That's fine.
You can take my bike.
Okay.
Rex has tinted windows. I would just feel safer in that car.
That's fair. Yeah, he'll.
And I would like to text Jamalia.
Okay. What would you like to text Jamalia about?
Han's alive.
Yeah, he's stable.
Conscious?
No.
How bad?
They say he'll recover.
They say how long it'll take.
He's hitting the head pretty good. It's clear how long.
Concerns of brain damage?
Yeah.
Will you let me know when he wakes up?
Of course.
Thank you. She's going to go up to Wraith as he's brewing coffee. Hans is stable. Still unconscious, apparently. He took a big blow to his head.
But he's still more or less, on this side of it. He'll be alright.
He's stable. They expect him to recover. I don't know if he'll be alright.
He'll be alright.
She just kind of gives you a small smile and nods. Thanks for coffee.
Thanks for letting me know.
I knew it was important to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Moxie's gonna do anything much more than wait to head to the appointment. Or unless someone that she's waiting on texts her back, but...
Is she still waiting?
Mendez, I assume eyes at some point. Maybe, if he's not trapped in a basement.
We have not heard from you.
I have not heard from the eyes.
Thank you for that,
so
Adrian.
he may be trapped in the basement. Otherwise, actually, I think it's just Mendez. Shockingly.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh no, Fiona.
What was she supposed to do? Oh yeah.
She's getting interviews for me. But I don't think, I mean, it's been way too short for her to do that, I think.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
But, so yeah, just Mendez then.
I'm gonna work on my presentation while I'm waiting.
What?
I'm making a PowerPoint for my presentation to Desiree while I'm waiting.
God.
Okay. Who would like to handle their meeting first? I know that Wraith and Deeps have something. I don't know what you've got going on, Checkers.
Nothing.
Okay. Wraith or Deeps, who would like to handle their meeting? I think they were at the same time, roughly.
Exactly the same time. Even their odds. You're going first.
All right. I hail a cab.
Hail a cab. Are you in the middle of the combat zone, or are you heading out of it?
I am going to walk. Get it cheaper.
All right, you're good. You manage to stroll through the combat zone, fortunately unscathed at the moment. Head it and pick up a cab and head to the university district.
Yeah, whatever the closest.
Okay. We'll say 30 eddies.
Yeah. Me and Quinn. Yay.
Head in. Oh yeah, you and Quinn. That's correct.
Should have taken Checkers.
Yeah.
If he says something before he leaves, I'll go with him.
Deeps.
Hey, Checkers. You
Yeah?
want to go?
Sure.
All right. We
Guys didn't
rewinded
know.
and then fast forwarded it, and we're on our way.
Yay!
You head into Spicy Pete's. The familiar checker tiles with little rundown booths greet you, where you see Minami in her yellow long coat, standing or sitting at one of the tables, smoking a cigarette, having a coffee.
Oh,
She
go
looks-
get me in. Sorry.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, after you.
I'm gonna go get coffee. For me and Checkers.
But remember to speak up.
I'm gonna go get coffee for me and Checkers.
Okay. Pick up.
You want me to come with you or like sit at a different table or what?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. That's not really an answer.
I was pointing towards the booth. I'm sorry. In character.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think Checkers has ever actually met Minami,
I don't believe.
so she's gonna just be like, hi. Sorry, Deeps
Minami.
is getting coffee.
Minami is a petite Asian woman in her mid-20s. She has a short, kind of like, what is it called? The A-frame cut. And has one gloss white cybernetic arm, which is holding the cigarette loosely between her fingers. She looks you over when you come to sit down and says, "Friend of Deep's?"
Yeah, I'm Checkers. She doesn't sit, she just stands awkwardly next to the table. He's my roommate, and we work together, and yeah.
She looks over and sees Deeps, so checks out at least.
I wave.
She awkwardly waves back. Well, sit the fuck down.
Oh, sure.
She sits there in silence with you until Deeps and Quinn. I don't know what Quinn's doing exactly.
I assume Quinn was outside keeping watch.
Yeah, he gets a coffee and waits outside with his coffee.
Okay. Till Deeps gets to the table.
I hand Checkers a coffee.
Thank you.
Who's your friend?
Outside?
No, this one.
We're here. Oh, this is Checkers. She's my roommate. Sometimes we work as a team. By that I mean all the time. She works with Wraith and I and Moxie.
And you trust her?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Thanks, Deeps.
Yeah, of course.
you hired me to keep my eye on the new SAT building for a few days.
Yes, awesome.
I've done that. I can tell you they have some pretty good security. Militech agents watch the front entrance. They
Is
have
that the
maybe-
guys with Militech on their backs?
Yes. That's generally how it works.
Sorry, then I will be quiet.
Okay. They have two at the front, and they have an additional patrol. He makes a cycle maybe every 15 minutes or so. There's another one at a side entrance on the back. Building's pretty secure. They have cameras at both. Maybe I couldn't tell you the exact number, but somewhere upwards of 60 employees come in and out every day. Empties probably at about 6 p.m., give or take. I wouldn't say completely empties. There's people filtering out until well into 9, 10 p.m.
Awesome.
The whole time, Checkers is just staring at Deeps like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay. was there? Was it? How many days did you manage to get it, or was that one night?
This has been maybe 4 nights at this point, something like that.
Is it approximately the same people leaving at the same time?
I've seen familiar faces. I wouldn't say I've clocked them all.
Right. All right. So it's cleared out pretty well till after 10 o'clock for the most part.
I would say about 9 it slows down. People leaving.
All right.
Well,
And there's
it slows
only-
down at starting at 5, but basically stops at about 9.
There's 2 entrances or 2 doors.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Seems like mostly camera
Yeah.
crews and that kind of thing. But interestingly, there is a group of people who come in maybe about 7 p.m.
Do they leave early in the morning?
Yeah. Of course, there's guard cycles and that kind of thing.
Okay. I am mostly interested in those people coming in at night.
Okay.
Where are we at on our feet? Is it all used up?
I forgot what you gave her initially.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. We're square.
All right. So that was very good information. Our crew might like to hire you to keep eyes on what's going on in the nook here shortly, depending on what our strategy is going to have to be. Mostly focused on a certain group that's there already.
Okay.
You'd be interested in that.
I'm interested. The Nook is somewhat hot right now.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
We're looking for information of what's going on at Continental Oasis and the old arcade.
Okay. And you just want me to watch these places? I can only watch one of them.
I know. I'm trying to decide which one we might want to watch. I think it was the arcade we were more interested in. I think we were looking for possibly like deliveries or shipments coming in.
Okay.
And if who the senior management is there.
I think we'll also pay for any like word on the street type stuff too, since we can't be there.
Okay. Well, I can tell you from living in that area that, essentially. Tiger Claws have the place pretty locked down. They've taken over. They control lots of that building. Some of the previous tenants kicked out. Replaced by Tiger Claw lieutenants.
Where did Militech come from?
Their mothers? What are you talking about?
I'm meaning, are they there? Because they're in the apartment. They're at the Oasis. Is it the Oasis that has Militech security, or is it the Tiger Claws? Are they working together? Like, what? Do you know?
Not really, no. Their combined presence is a little convenient. Probably some association, but they don't really communicate, no.
Okay, well that's what I wanted to know, I guess. Thank you.
Is there
Somebody's paying the
intent?
big money to have Militech guard this apartment building, as well as the Oasis. Yeah, seems.
Is there any tension between the Militech and Tiger Claws, or is it just
Doesn't
mutual?
seem to be, no.
Okay? I assume they're keeping any details close to the chest, so you know.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you.
No problem, June.
I'm gonna
So about
quickly
my
type.
fee for watching this Oasis.
Yeah. What were you thinking? $250 a day?
Sounds right to me.
Seems fair to me. Here's 500 up front.
Okay. Sounds good.
And one last question for you for future business. If I needed those people who are going in at 7 a.m. photoed, what would that be?
Do you mean 7 p.m.?
Yeah.
500.
Right now, we need that building watched more than sad. So thank you. Our business is done. I will throw up my hand.
She takes your hand, gives it a shake. Takes the
Nice
last
to
drink.
meet you.
You too. Stay frosty.
Stay frosty, Chum.
Takes her last drag, puts it out in the ashtray, and her coffee. I mean, she takes her coffee and leaves.
She puts the coffee in the ashtray.
Puts the coffee in the
She sticks
ashtray.
it in there.
Brings the cigarette.
Okay. I'll switch over to you, Wraith.
Okay.
You head into the building for Black Magic Productions. I think it's called.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Head into her little office there, where she and Angelina are waiting for you. Desiree gives you a big old smile and says, "Ray, how are you, darling?"
Good. How are you doing today?
Doing excellent. Would you like a drink?
I would love a drink, thank you.
All right. She looks to Angelina and nods. What would you like?
I'll take a green tea.
Okay. She goes over to the bar and starts hunting around. Eventually finds a can, cracks it open, pours it into a glass with some ice, brings it over.
Thank you so much.
Desiree looks over her papers and says, "Okay, so my plan was to come up with some sort of strategy for how we're going to deal with this conspiracy that you've told me only in fairly vague terms. Moxie, did you come to this?"
Yeah, she's been standing there this whole time.
Okay.
Or sitting in a chair next to Wraith, either or.
You were also offered a drink.
She politely declines.
Hey, welcome in, November Alpha. Glad you can make it. She politely declines. Got it. So I'm kind of wondering if you could maybe fill me in on some deets here, because it's pretty light.
Sure.
Do you have a white noise generator?
Yeah.
Is it going?
It is.
Alright.
I turn to Moxie.
You know what has he told you? She starts to talk to you and then's like, no.
He mentioned some sort of conspiracy to take over the world or something.
I'm nodding emphatically.
This is some sort of global-wide problem that threatens the very
I can
fabric
understand
of our
why you're
society.
confused.
If we're being honest with each other, I figured it was about a 10.
No.
Actually, about right, yeah. We believe NewSat, Continental Brands, and possibly Arasaka are working together to make a chip that slots in a chip socket like any other sort of skill chip and completely takes over a person's personality with pre-programming. We've seen this done at the Jackal's Lantern. I wrote an expose on it. Or I did an expose on it. I've seen it at a train station. We are slowly working on getting more evidence.
Currently,
But they are...
Militech's helping.
They have employed Militech. It's a private security company. Anyone can hire them.
All the bigger
They are
picture.
making these chips. We know other people have been kidnapped. I don't know who. I don't know who else. Probably at some degree, someone high level to get them whatever it is that they want. But they're testing it, and they were testing it on people just people off the street.
That's pretty.
She's telling you the very, very condensed version.
You mean the truth?
You have no speculation in your version of it. I'm just,
Because I'm a reporter.
Elaborate.
Speculation isn't.
But yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay. So Wraith initially pitched to me some idea about some sort of sappy sort of music video that kind of put this all out there. What is your plan?
I'm going to gather evidence and I'm going to expose them for what they're doing.
Okay. So my plan... My plan works like this. You have our battle against this entity trying to do this thing. At the time, I didn't really know the specifics.
Right.
So, we really need to start developing a strong narrative for how to tackle this. I think that Wraith needs to focus his next album, start a series
Sure.
of shows that kind of start pulling at the threads of this. Maybe talk about it
Okay.
a little. It can be a little discreet at first. That starts building a foundation. Maybe start something along the lines of, well, your neighborhood was blown up. You can start talking
Twice.
about how that...
Yeah, actually, I put the 30 hours into the new album already, and I've got 2 tracks about my houses being blown up, and a narco corrido about all the random stuff we've done, but I'm thinking maybe that's a bonus track.
So we've built the foundation, or we're building the foundation, at least there.
Yeah.
So we need to have a show once that's done. Maybe a big show. Where you release all those new tracks.
They've
We
come
do-
after him openly a few times.
Which is why we need to be discreet at first.
Whether discreet, First of all, I would never use the word discreet when describing Wraith. Ever.
You know, that's fair.
If he's able to make his songs discreet, that's another thing. My concern is if you're going to do a big show, you're going to need to have security to keep him safe.
I agree.
There were AVs at the apartment, and now there's Militech. They're going to send something serious to take him out if that's what they want.
So maybe more like several small shows.
Yeah, I was thinking some pop-up shows coming up.
Okay.
And
Should
I know we take a hit on this, but maybe part of it at least would come out of my cut. But I'm thinking for the pop-up shows, a portion of the benefits go towards relief for those affected by the Nook. Not to be distributed by me, but I really want to start getting out. I've already put it on my garden to start getting out the message of people buying supplies, fresh water, toilet paper, stuff like that for those folks in the Nook that are really hurting.
That's not a bad idea.
'Cause,
Also,
I mean-
the Oasis is apparently shutting down businesses, so...
Yeah, and
Support
the
local.
Oasis is evil. So
And support local. There's a word that Jess can't think of that Moxie would know. Avoid the Oasis. What is it? Like when you...
boycott.
Thank you. Boycott the Oasis. Boycott Continental Brands.
That's definitely a more clearer narrative that we can focus on. So
Thank you, chat, by the way.
So these things can work together. We can
They
do
come.
these shows to start talking about boycotting the Oasis, and maybe throw some sort of benefit with you there distributing supplies. You and your band.
Yeah.
We leverage all that on your garden
So-
page.
But
Send
would
it
the
out.
benefit concert say Kabuki All Stars is playing, or just be a benefit concert? Or Kabuki Reborn, sorry.
Sorry, say that again.
Would this concert promote a bunch of other bands, or Kabuki Reborn?
Kabuki. That would be the focus.
Would it not be safer if Kabuki showed up as a special sudden guest appearance and not give Militech time to organize a strike and potential sniper
Yeah, maybe
positions?
like for the
So
first
they can
show.
still be there handing things out, and then they're the main headliner. That's
Right.
just not the draw you put on the posters.
For the first show, we're like, play it again, Nick. You know, they, them, and then like
Savage
special
Dead.
Savage Dead, special surprise headliner, and then we happen to be there giving out supplies, and then we take the stage. That way, we're hyping it, and people, the fans already know who I play with, so they'll know. Those who know will know.
And then if you do a concert after that without putting Kabuki Reborn on it, there's still the chance that people will believe he'll show up. And you can promote it on his
especially if
garden
we start
page.
doing that more regularly, but I don't know how long that gambit would, really
Right.
last.
I just mean for the first one or
Unless
two.
we switch
Even
up
for the
bands
first
every
one.
once in a while.
That's still. You can even put with a secret headliner.
And then after that, the cat's out. So I mean, security
Yeah.
would have to be a little tighter.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I can work that angle. And then from your garden page. That was weird. And then from your garden page, maybe we start telling a bit of a picture story with it. You show images of people displaced by this incident in the Nook. Maybe these people that have been affected by this chip. Don't put any context.
Right.
Just show the images. Because once you get those things in there, it's going to start telling the story along with your music. And they'll have to kind of start putting the pieces together. And that'll all come together when you're the reporter, right?
Yeah.
It'll all come together when she puts out whatever expose she is planning. And once you do that, once you get that expose out there, and it sells, and if it sells, we throw something quick, hard, we promote it, and we get a big audience out there. Who knows? Maybe we do it in front of this company, this Oasis. And we rile
I
up...
think that's real risky.
We rile up your audience, and we take it down.
It's on brand.
It's on brand.
I don't know that this expose, which is more going to target Newsat than Continental brands, will
So
come
we do
out before
Newsat.
this show that you're... Like,
Well,
when are
we do-
you thinking of planning this big show?
Whenever you release your expose.
Yeah, we'll build
But
to
the
it.
secret show beforehand.
Secret shows
few
will happen
secret shows.
intermittently. We're,
All right.
we're building the narrative. We're building the story.
I have a concern
Uh-huh.
about my branding.
Okay.
So and originally it seemed like a really good idea because, you know, I was the phoenix coming out of the ashes, but now that my neighborhood blew up, I think maybe the symbology of Kabuki Reborn and the phoenix and all that may be a problem because I took that name before the explosion.
What are you getting at?
I'm just looking at the optics.
I'm not, I don't
Isn't
see
it
ahead to what
actually
you're saying.
more...
It's
True,
really
that-
appropriate now,
Yeah.
but it's inappropriate that I took the name before the thing that made it appropriate.
I don't think so.
Okay. As long
At
as
that
nobody's
time, you
weird
were
about it.
coming back from the loss of your bandmates. It's still appropriate, even though now it's coming back from the loss of your home.
I agree.
All right. I think I know the direction I need to head with things. We're in a good.
What do you think?
I have concerns about getting these images for his garden page.
What-
I've got
what-
videotape.
You have video, we can pause it and get images, but we can't really go back into the Nook.
Oh yeah, last time I did that, there was a car chase, and I'm
Mm,
not allowed to rent cabs anymore.
they're looking for us. I might be getting some footage in that maybe he can use. It's not guaranteed.
Do you have footage
So-
of those people affected by this chip or anything?
No. There's the interview I did on my expose, but that's it.
We know somebody who was affected by the chip.
Okay.
Are you talking about the same person that I did the interview with? Because,
Yes.
I mean, I can take a still of the video, but that's old news. We don't know who else has been chipped. But we also I don't think you have photo or video that you took of people being displaced.
I don't know. I was there the day after it happened. Or
Yeah, it
actually
was
the night
mostly-
it happened.
If I
So-
recall correctly, it's mostly the crater and the buildings
Yeah, but I'm sure that
from
we'll
a
see
distance,
people.
not like. Yeah, but you know those really good
Impactful.
close up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you have that.
Also, it's not the best footage ever. It's not the worst.
I don't think the quality matters all that much, as long as it's discernible as an image.
Right.
In fact, the grungier might be better. Feels more visceral. But, so I can try to get some better pictures of the Nook. As far as these chipped individuals, though, probably gonna need to get somebody on the ground level to get that. If you guys can
Yeah.
get that, probably be helpful.
Yeah, I'm sure we got that.
We release these on the garden pages. And we start building up this narrative. And then once the picture is clear, we release not only on whatever outlet you do. Sorry, your name's
Moxie 11.
Moxie. Moxie.
You probably heard.
I think I've read an article or two. Anyway, we wait till her story releases. Then we throw something to do something about it. You rile up your audience and you do whatever you need to.
No.
Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
You can get photos of the current conditions of how people are living who've been displaced. That will help.
I think I can do that.
We can do the immediate aftermath, just not now. The struggle that's still ongoing. The empty buildings around the oasis would help too.
Okay. I think we have ourselves a plan.
All right.
And Kabuki Reborn has a fucking purpose.
Yeah, the girl I've been hanging out with was kind of giving me shit that I used to really have a cause, and then it kind of was a little murky. Probably a good idea I got my shit together.
That's life. All ups and downs, ups and downs. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's what I'm here for.
Finish my green tea and set it down on the toaster.
Alright then. Well, I know what I need to do. You guys take care and best of luck. If there's anything I can do to help you out, I'll try.
Pleasure as always.
Oh, wasn't there something you wanted to ask, Wraith?
Is there something I wanted to ask?
No, first of the month's coming up. Was there something you wanted to ask?
Oh yeah. Have you talked to Juno about working with us?
Yeah, she's fine to work with him.
All right. It's important that they're because I have an idea for how they fit in. So, also, maybe we might be looking for a different apartment. Us moving around might be a good plan. So, if you hear of any open places, let me know.
Oh, you need a new place?
I think
No,
us
like the
being
one
stationary is a problem.
Okay. Where are you looking to live?
No one likes living in the place where we're living.
He needed something cheap and fast. And honestly, you guys are cutting it pretty close. It's only a few days. Where are you
Right.
thinking?
Somewhere else cheap and fast.
Okay.
Just keep
Can
an
you
ear out.
possibly, even if it's just for 3 or 4 people, I don't know, a place a week, different districts,
A new place a week.
you know.
That's hard in this economy.
Hotel?
Maybe a hotel. But even they tend to get booked up real quick.
See what you can do, let us know.
Yeah, just for my continued safety.
And we'll see if there are alternatives we can come up with.
Okay. I'll do my best. I don't know if it'll be cheap.
That's all right.
Understandable.
Okay.
I'd stand up. As always.
Good to see you. And thanks for filling me in on a little bit more than I had before.
Yeah, I didn't want to say too much in a spicy piece without the white noise generator.
Seemed
So
like you wanted to say a whole lot, but I'll let it go.
that was just the abridged version. That's why I brought her.
Gotcha.
You ever want the whole unabridged version? I'll give it to you sometime. Just get a hold of me.
I think I'm good on this for now. It's more than I can chew.
Desiree? Angelina? She nods to each of them and starts heading out.
I follow Moxie. And wave.
You guys head out. And the Kabuki Revival Project is on its way.
Woo!
Let's go!
And that is where we will call it for the evening. And thank you all for showing up. Appreciate
Yeah, thank you guys
guys.
for joining
Yeah.
us.
Thank you,
for the
Raiders.
follows and Raiders.
Yeah, thank
And
thank you,
yes!
Raven.
So great. Thank you all so much.
Great to have you all here.
It was great to have you all here.
Join the
You guys-
Discord. We're usually around.
And thanks for the follows. Y'all are wonderful. Have a fantastic night, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, folks.